Hey guys, welcome back to Inner Gamer, part of the Kingdom of Geekdom, sponsored by Woodlands Online. Today, wanted to do this segment more towards the parents, called ESRB Rating System 101. There's 5 different ratings that I would take a look at when you're purchasing your games for the little ones in your life, grandkids, nieces, nephews, your children, everybody. Take that extra second to take a look because there's 5 different ratings. You've got E as the first one. E for everybody is for everybody. You've got Mario games, you've got Lego games, you've got mild fantasy violence, nothing concrete. Great for little ones, great for kids, no real problems with E. If it's got an E on it, you should be good to go. I'd still take the look, but in 9 out of 10 cases, you're good. The next one up is E10. E10 is what it sounds like, everybody, but mostly for 10 and up. It's a little bit more, it's a little bit of a more intense version of E. A little bit of crude violence, maybe some bathroom humor, some very infrequent mild language, which is, you know, basically censored words like oh darn or that kind of a thing. If it's still got the E, you shouldn't have too much of a problem. Next one up is Teen. Teen has got some violence, it's got some suggestive themes, not overly sexual things, but suggestive themes. Violence, language. It's usually more rated for 13 plus, but dependent upon what's in the game is what I would base it around. Now everybody's favorite, of course, Fortnite, is rated teen solely for violence. It has guns, you shoot people, they die and then you respawn, or if it's free for all, you know, you wait till the next game. Not really much of an issue. I wouldn't think most kids would have a real issue with this. So if it's teen, see what it's teen for before you make that purchase. Now this is the one that really I would want to talk to the most about. This one's M. M is for mature 17 and up. When I worked at a game store, we would have to check IDs or check with parents because we'd have kids trying to sneak M games all the time. And I'll go through a list of very common offenders. M is for mature for blood and gore, language, sexual themes, graphicness. It is the stuff that I'm pretty much making this video for. If it's rated M, definitely take a look or ask one of the associates about it, or take a look because each one on the ESRB Rating System website, esrb.org, it'll tell you what everything is and what it means by blood and gore, what it means by language, what it means by all of that. It's just something to take that extra time. Now, one of the biggest offenders is GTA 5. GTA 5 and most Rockstar games, like Red Dead Redemption, the new one, is something I would definitely take a look. Grand Theft Auto, there is a torture scene, an unskippable torture scene. There is graphic violence, there is graphic sex, it is graphic. Rockstar does not design these games for children. They're not meant for children, they're not marketed towards children, they're not on there. It is not for it. The Witcher, which is an older game, and Watch Dogs did have some sexual stuff in there as well. Even one of my favorite franchises, Dragon Age, does have some boobs in it. Just letting you know, granted it's like a 2-minute scene, but still, it has those kind of things. And frankly, and not surprisingly, well actually, I don't know, the worst one, the worst offender I have, and glad we're putting a picture up of this one. This is the #1 hot show here. South Park: The Stick of Truth is without question one of the most M-rated games I have ever seen. In other countries, it's probably the next rating that I'll just touch on. This one is the big one. Now, the only reason I'm bringing it back up is because it got remastered on Xbox One and PlayStation 4. It is rated M for good reason. This game, they pushed the label because to go into the next one is A. If you see an A, it is rare. A is for adult, and it doesn't exist in the United States. It exists overseas. But South Park was supposed to be an A, but anything past an M, if it hits M, it's M. Across the board, you're done. This game was probably an A in other countries, making it illegal for children to buy, because it is graphic. And that's why I'm hitting on this so hard, is that it is a graphic game. So make sure you watch out for that one. The second game in the series, South Park: The Fractured Butthole, was toned down, but still rated M. It's still there. Now, the other thing to really think about is when it comes to multiplayer, when you're playing online, things can change. You could have an E game online could become almost the equivalency of an M because of the people that you're playing with. So make sure you know what you're doing. When you give a kid a headset and he's online playing, or he or she's playing online, that can change things very quickly. The language that people use, the graphicness that other people talk about. So make sure on your console, you go into the safety settings, you go into the parental settings, and you can make sure that your little ones are only playing with people they know, or with people that you check off, like kids from school. Oh, little Susie's name is this, or Johnny's name is that. That you're really taking that extra time and that extra second to just look. I believe on Xbox, it's on the bottom right. PlayStation, bottom left. Switch games. Now, with the Switch, Nintendo usually didn't do a lot of M-rated games. M-rated games were very rare on Nintendo consoles. Bayonetta was one of the few, maybe a Devil May Cry, different stuff like that. If there was a Devil May Cry, I don't know. Something to look up after this. Definitely still take a look, because a lot of games are getting ported over to the Switch. The Switch has some M-rated content on it across the board. It does. So make sure, even Switch games, you take a look at that box and see what it is so that you know and that you're educated when you go in. My name is Stevie Wonder 13. I appreciate it. This has been Inner Gamer, part of the Kingdom of Geekdom, sponsored by Woodlands Online. Be smart in the choices you pick for this Christmas holiday. Thanks.